guys, and welcome back to About Coffee, where we talk about all different things to do with coffee. And today we're going to be jumping into a Kalita wave recipe that I've actually come up with myself that I absolutely love and is a great cup of coffee to share with friends, as it's going to be making more than one cup. In fact, I have one with me right now, and it is fantastic. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock and let's jump into that recipe. So let's start off with our coffee. So you're going to be needing 24 grams of coffee for this recipe, and you're going to want to grind that to a medium coarseness. Once you've got your coffee, grab your Kalita wave and your filter paper, and as I always say, wet your filter paper. By wetting your filter paper, all you're doing is getting rid of that papery taste that, unless you like papery taste in your coffee, is definitely something you want to do. So now you've wet your filter paper, you've got your coffee, bung that coffee into your Kalita wave, and we are ready for our first pour. The first pour is called a bloom, and that's where you're pouring water over your dry ground coffee, and it's going to release loads of gases. You'll start to see that loads of bubbles will start appearing within your coffee. That is a good thing. That is just gases being released from your coffee. Now for this bloom, you are going to add 50 grams of water in a small circular motion as you pour it over your coffee grounds. Now you should finish that pour around 15 seconds, and at 30 seconds the bloom will be over and we're ready for our next pour. Just do a bit of a coffee sip. And for the next pour, we're going to be adding 200 grams of water. Now, as we add that, make sure you're pouring it nice and steadily in concentric circles over your coffee grounds. Making sure you're pouring a nice steady rate is really important for this recipe. Now, you should be finishing that pour around 1 minute 10, and then at 1 minute 30, we're ready to do our next and final pour. For this final pour, you're going to be adding another 110 grams. So that's creating a total of 360 grams of water. Now, as I've said before, make sure that you're pouring nice and steadily in concentric circles for this pour. And the total brew time should be 3 minutes for this recipe. So once you finish your pour, then you can let your Kalita wave do its thing and you can wait until it is finished. So if it's finished after 3 minutes or before 3 minutes, you might have to adjust your grind size to make sure that you're getting that 3 minute time. Otherwise, you're going to have an under extracted or over extracted coffee. There we have it, today's Kalita wave recipe. So let's stop the clock. And let's have a quick little run through of that recipe. So 24 grams of coffee, our bloom is going to be 50 grams of water, finishing at 30 seconds. Then we're adding another 200 grams of water and finishing that at 1 minute 10. And then at 1 minute 30, we're going to add another 110 grams of water. I absolutely love this recipe. And like I said, it should be more than enough for 2 cups of coffee. So if you're having a friend over, this is a brilliant recipe to be using with your Kalita wave. I've experimented with a few different coffees with this recipe, but what I found is a washed coffee does tend to be better than a natural coffee for this recipe. So let me know when you've tried out this recipe in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as we have loads of different recipes coming right here to this channel, and not just Kalita wave, but V60s, Chemex, AeroPress, the whole lot. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next episode of About Coffee.